leaving?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave?
Yes.
Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
No, you're under arrest.
I was ready to leave.
Ever heard of the First Amendment? I can say whatever I want and you can't do shit about it.
She kicked me, tried to grab my dick, and then kept pulling away, so. And then I had to spray her.
I have 2 grams of cocaine in my butthole.
Okay, outstanding.
Stop that music! I'm in a public place! I can film whatever I can see! Photography is not a crime! Photography is not a crime! Photography is not a crime!
I'd like to welcome you to the John Legato Show. I'm John Legato.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video.
This is part 1 of Sean Reyes being an arrogant, aggressive, and spoiled toddler. Here's some scenes from part 1.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting inside the county complex here. We're immediately greeted with our friendly reminder the government is always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue. When we, the people, record our government.
You know, frauditors always compare their filming to that of government cameras. It's night and day.
The Boston Marathon bombings have been compared to the 2005 London subway bombings, where police monitored CCTV cameras were present and produced valuable evidence to find the suspects. Deputy Chief of the Boston University Police Department, Scott Paré, agrees with the strong CCTV surveillance system in London and finds it more efficient.
It certainly makes it a lot quicker, a lot more feasible to know where the cameras are located and to have one point of place where you can really sift through all the footage.
Oh, I'm an independent journalist. My name is Sean. What's your name?
Right, but you're not allowed to film in the courthouse. It's a rule.
It's a rule?
Yes, sir. It's a Mississippi rule for justice court criminal proceedings.
I'm not in a courtroom.
No, sir, but you are in the court facility.
You've been told that the judge's order is no recording in the courthouse.
I'm an independent journalist. Like I said, my name is Sean.
Good. I have 2 options for you.
Mm-hmm.
This signed order basically says, and the judge just told me on body camera, she wants you removed. Okay?
I need to be removed from the courthouse?
Yes. So you have 2 options.
Yep.
You may leave. You're free to go. Or we arrest you for interference.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Nope.
I'm not in a courtroom.
No, sir, but you are in the court facility. What can I help you with?
I don't need any help. No, I just think that's interesting that somebody's stealing.
I'm going to escort you out because you're disobeying my direct request to put the camera down.
With all due respect, Catherine, you can call whoever you want, but why do I need to obey you? Wow, Catherine, court clerk, is not very professional whatsoever. How ironic. Smile, you're on camera. But the minute that we, the people, bring our camera into a taxpayer-funded lobby.
So I looked at 59 auditors through several stages of analysis and documented the common tactics and the common locations, or I called them targets. And what I identified as bait and traps. Bait would be if you were a government official, what they did to get you concerned enough to call the police.
Can I help you with something else?
What type of...
You're making my clerks uncomfortable because you have a camera out. We just had an incident last week.
An incident? Did it involve a camera?
Yes, sir, it did.
Oh, it did?
Can you send an officer over, please?
Interesting.
Urgently, I have a gentleman who's...
Urgently send an officer.
What they did to get you concerned enough to call the police. That may be recording your cameras, your security gates, your military institution, or your personal vehicles. To where you're saying, I'm calling the police. You've been trained to do that since 9/11.
Right.
You see something, you say something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you see something and say something, I found that the officers responding just have not been well trained in what they can and can't do.
And unfortunately, we're about to meet an officer that doesn't know that Sean can be arrested for trespassing, since the court officer told him to leave at least 4 times. And he refused. He was refusing a court order prohibiting filming in the court complex, and he should be arrested for felony arrogance.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good, man.
Nice to meet you. What's your name, sir?
I'm Investigator Egan.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
If you want, I can tell you what just happened here because she's going to paint a whole different story than what actually happened. So I'd rather you get the truth.
Okay. No, like the main thing is, as long as you're not recording by private information.
Right. Yeah. That's not.
You're
Oh,
good
okay.
to-
Good. Thank you, investigator.
As
I
long as it's
appreciate
not
it.
private information,
Right.
you're good to record.
Yeah. But she's going to make it
It's-
seem that I was creating some sort of disturbance or something. Like, I just want to let you know that she's going to say that I was causing. All I was doing was recording like those applications there, and she said people were uncomfortable, and I said, well, I'm just exercising my rights as a journalist here in this country.
Yeah,
That's
as
it.
long as you're just recording stuff like that and not anybody's private
Yeah,
information.
restricted
you have-
areas, things like that.
you
Yeah,
have the
right.
right to do that.
Okay. Thank you, Bert. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Now, the blurry writing you see above the brown doors says courtroom. So Sean gets to film victims, witnesses, informants, undercover officers, and others, and then post it on YouTube. Now, the Supreme Court has upheld that local governments can restrict access to all or parts of their buildings. Now, let's catch up with Sean at a post office.
All right, so first things first, let's see if we can find the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property, also known as Poster 7.
The auditor's Holy Grail, Poster 7. Reyes is not only about to misquote Poster 7 on 3 major issues, and I defy any attorney watching my video or Sean Reyes himself to correct me.
All requests from qualified news reporting services to film or photograph on Postal Service premises must be referred to the local public affairs and communications representative.
You have people's personal information and everything else that you're not entitled to when you're doing the video.
I'm not getting anybody's personal information.
Now, all auditors say that anything the eye can see cannot be trespassed. And Reyes' eyes may not be able to see the screen, but his zoom lens on his camera can. Just imagine if you were entering credit card info on the screen and the person behind you walks up next to you and stares at your personal information. That's what a zoom lens can do.
Ma'am, no one's videoing anybody.
I don't want to be on your video.
Ma'am, but you're trying to cause a disturbance, please.
You're causing a disturbance.
No, I'm not.
I want to be on your video.
You weren't on the video until you put yourself in the video, ma'am. Okay, you weren't on the video until you put yourself on the video. You're in public, ma'am.
This is the post office, which is not on video. You just told me that.
He's wrong. He's wrong.
But is the postal employee wrong about filming? Because Reyes is filming customers, postal employees, security cameras, and cover of mail.
And no picture can depict any Postal Service employee, customer, security camera, or cover of mail.
I'm going to jail?
Well, I can tell you I'm Officer Devers, this is Officer Krause, and I appreciate your videotaping everything. But the post office called and said they've asked you to leave. So they would like you to leave. This is their property, and so they have every right to ask you to leave.
You know, all auditors demand name and badge number, even if the officer is busy, say on the radio or in a conversation with another person. This is rude. And this officer is the very first cop that refused to reinforce Reyes' bad manners by stopping what he was doing.
So,
How you doing today, sir? Can I get your name and badge number, please?
to endure this might be a better option.
Sir? Can I get your name and badge number, please, sir?
Look at the faces of the cop and the postal worker. You know, it appears that both of these have children who would now be reminded that it is impolite to interrupt adults.
Sir? Can I get your name and badge number, please, sir?
All right, we'll deal with you in a minute. Are you leaving?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave?
Yes.
Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
You're under arrest.
I was ready to leave. You have no jurisdiction on this property.
You know, I've covered this false auditor claim in several of my shows. Local police do have jurisdiction at post office. The John Legato Show is produced right outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. Please like, share, and encourage your friends to subscribe. Semper Fidelis.